Welcome everyone. We're here tonight for a special event, a day that will be remembered in history. Since the dawn of mankind, men have faced each other in various conquests, whether it be mating, war, glory, or most importantly, pride. Now this conquest of pride has taken place across multiple venues, whether it be medieval jousting where people risk their lives, or even on a board game such as chess. But most commonly now, this joust takes place on the fields and the courts of sport. Now one such sport has been a proud representation for the South Asian community, and that is basketball. Now previously, in the 60s, even plumbers could become professional. Then in the next era, basketball athletes became leagues beyond the average person, and today, the average person thinks that they can perform on the highest field. Today I will be presenting you two such athletes that have come together to put on a show. On November 27, 2022, the first match took place, and shockingly, an upset we could not even believe took place. We have two men here today presenting to you Ashwin Ramanathan and Vivek Koppuru.
I know something you don't, that's me coming for you. You want war, we got war, we just wanna warn you. I know something you don't, that's me coming for you. You want war, we got war, we just wanna warn you. War for war, bodies that hit the ground. You ready for them to the right, load the choppers up, hit them on sight, never turning back. I'd have been in hell and
Ashwin Ramanathan and Vivek Koppuru, also known as the Prince of Tamil Nadu versus the Prince of Andhra Pradesh. I will have to say, in this last matchup, it was very difficult to agree upon this game, but it seems that this time around, both of you were eager to get going into this matchup. Why is that? Why were you willing and more committed to having the second matchup than the first one? Do you think this matchup was easier now that you had the confidence from the first victory?
You know how you hear dogs bark, like?
Yeah.
They just keep barking a lot, so
Okay.
you just gotta put them down, dude. You just gotta put them down when they keep making too much noise.
Am I mistaken, or am I hearing that you have just called your opponent a dog?
Yes, that is correct.
Vivek, how do you take that? Because you also came into this, with a bigger sense of confidence, surprisingly, even after the defeat.
If you don't have confidence, what's the point?
That's true.
And I know I lost.
And speaking about the point, you only got 1 point last game.
Yeah, I made the first shot, and then after that, I didn't make anything.
Now, for the viewers who weren't there that first matchup, I would like to present to you the highlights. We're gonna start with Ashwin's highlights.
Little spin move, turns to the back with a fadeaway, and it goes in!
Okay.
Harshan stretching in the background.
Showing
Awesome
promise
with the
from
three-pointer,
both
and he
mid-range
throws
to
it! He throws
3-point.
it! It's 3-1!
Now, many people struggle to
Vivek with a
offensive
beautiful
defense,
move
but
gets
here,
blocked!
Ashwin
Gets
Ramanathan, I
absolutely
think,
blocked!
finished the game with 3 blocks.
Oh my god!
Impressive work. I mean, the height, the reach to get that ball.
Ice JJ Fish with the 3.
And there we go, another
the
shot.
winner,
Beautiful
winner.
shot. That
It is
too.
4-1 to Ashwin and Ramanathan. Oh! No sportsmanship at all! That is 6-1!
This is the
It is
this
what it's a
highlight
street
has
ball
shown
call.
like peak basketball and so like
7-1.
plumbers in the 1960s
Hit
wish they
Vivek.
could play like this.
Can I just say
Oh
this
my
is
God.
like me
Stop.
at my
Yeah,
worst
go-
shape?
Oh,
So
that's a block.
Go ahead. You were in worse shape, you said.
I
at that.
still beat Vivek 9-1 when I was so out of shape.
Okay.
So
We'll come back to that point because that's a very critical point that I want to highlight for the next matchup. And here, I think this is the game-winning shot. So Ashwin, congratulations, 9-1. Not an easy feat to beat an opponent who is skilled in his own way in this game and has played for the past 16 years of his life, almost. Now, I do want to highlight Vivek's highlights because it's not fair to not just show your highlights.
Ashwin and Vivek, 0 points each. Oh my god, another turnover. And Vivek's up 1-0.
And yeah, that's it. So, a great highlight reel in its own regards. It shows the efficiency that a player. Not many players can come into a game and perform the second it starts and fail to perform every other second in the game. So now Vivek, Do you come into this game with any approach of fear, knowing that you came in? I quote you not. This was the quote that you gave before this game. I am so confident that I will beat Ashwin, that I will donate my yearly salary to the KPEX Fitness Foundation. You came in with that level of confidence. So what's changed now?
You saw my. There were none. And whoever has played with me knows that I'm a highlight machine. So
okay, you're a highlight machine. I've actually never heard that being said about you, but I'll take it. I'll take it.
Sorry. Wait, you mean a highlight machine? Like one highlight per game? You mean?
Hey man, we got love from the comments right now. There's no way I'll lose by 8 again. Especially
you lose by 7. You might lose by 6 or 7. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay,
we'll see.
Well,
the game shows. The game will show.
Sure. Ashwin, what do these numbers represent to you?
It's a number I'll never forget in my life. You know, it's just
true. That's true. Add another 1 to the end, and you might not forget that either.
9-1. You know, just an extension of the troubles that Vivek had to face.
Right,
Every time he thinks about calling 911, he's gonna have to be like, "Oh shit, I lost to Ashwin 9-1."
But it is an ironic number to lose by, because if you're in an emergency, you just had to remember Ashwin clapping you. How about Vivek? What do these numbers represent to you?
It represents that I did not try at all the first game. That's
this something
simply
you're
what
proud
it is.
of?
I tried nothing at all. You saw the defense I turned around because I didn't expect Ashwin to make, and I was pleasantly surprised that he did make a shot.
Okay. Defense was something lacking. Now,
Oh yeah, 100%.
I will say, prior to this game, there was a lot of speculation that Vivek would actually win and dominate. The tides have completely changed. In fact, the fan poll has shown 90% support for Ashwin. And this was the response right after the game. People were shocked, simply shocked. In fact, Vivek, you probably faced the most ridicule and shame you had in your life at that moment. Is this not correct?
Nah, I'm pretty sure I had more ridicule.
So you're used to being shamed like this. If you're used to it, how will you tackle this?
I'll tackle this like I always tackle it. Just believe in yourself. As LeBron, a famous role model, would say.
Yeah. Do you think he showed you how to get a 1-9? Is that what he's role modeling to you?
It's about damn time.
It's about damn time. Okay. Ashwin, how did you react to seeing this incredible support for you? In fact, I believe some certain Drew and Curly was mentioning that you are him.
You know, I've always had this underlying confidence that I'm a better basketball player than Vivek. From high school, from middle school, whatever it is, whenever we first started playing, I've always dominated him on the court and off the court.
That's very good. Domination is a very strong tactic. Would you say Vivek is a submissive basketball player?
Yeah, exactly. And so while I'm thrilled by the support, I'm not surprised by it.
Some random person eventually posted some of these pictures. I want you to comment on these, Vivek, because I think they were highlighted. They were targeted more towards you. I don't know who it was that posted it, but these pictures came about, and I just wanted to ask.
That's some nice photography right there, dude.
And I believe this was one of the most
wearing
shameful
a
ones.
Jersey, right? So it shows how much of a bandwagoner he is. I'm still wearing one.
So wait for this. Now comment. So you said your role model was LeBron. Is this what he's?
Wait. Can I point out? This is the moment where I literally made him nay on the basketball court, and it's accurately been captured in this photo here. And for the record, I actually did make nay, and Shaw was witness to this.
Wow. So he took his chance to stay on live television. Now, I will say though, one game does not dictate everything, and I'm very proud that both of you think your legacy should not be determined by one game. So what?
It's because my legacy has already been determined.
You think your legacy is already determined?
I am the more dominant player too.
Okay. Do you think a loss changes that? How about 2 losses? Obviously, you have a rematch clause as the first winner. Do you think 2 losses will change that?
Win or lose, I've had a very good win record against Vivek, so there'll be a lot.
On the biggest stage, everything changes. Now, you did mention putting in more fitness because you weren't as fit earlier, though you still won. You mentioned that was a highlighted point, correct? I will say, as a witness to Vivek's current efforts, he's been putting a lot of work off the court and in the gym. So real that you'd like us to see.
Don't ever say it's over if I'm breathing. Racing to the moonlight and I'm speeding. I'm headed to the stars, ready to go far. Start walking. Don't ever say it's over if I'm breathing. Racing to the moonlight and I'm speeding. I'm headed to the stars, ready to go far. Start walking. On a mission, make it higher.
coming up next, Vivek.
I reach for a lot that I don't really need. Never listen to replies, learn to listen from the wise. You should
It seems like one player is clearly dedicating himself to this rematch and taking this seriously. I mean,
Putting in all that work just to lose again.
You're not intimidated by any means?
No, I'm not. The only thing I'm intimidated is actually nothing.
How about you, Vivek? Is there still an intimidation factor that you think your opponent carries upon yourself?
But not by my opponent, but by myself, because of the game that I have and whether I can live up to my expectations.
You think your expectations are higher than what's required to beat Ashwin?
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%. Well, Ashwin, I just want to ask you a question. As the victor, right? You still have to take your opponent seriously. Are you looking over him when you come to the next match? You taking him seriously?
I mean, I'll just treat it like any other pickup game, you know. No matter how much pressure there is off the court, it's just a game at the end of the day, you know.
But don't you think that is the exact mentality that your opponent carried with him in the first game, and that is what led to his loss?
Yeah.
Now, Vivek, it's always good to again analyze your opponent. So I just want to ask you, what do you think your opponent's greatest strengths and weaknesses are?
His greatest strength is his height. His weakness is he doesn't use it.
The only thing you notice is his height and his inability to use it. Now, I will say there have been 3 blocks last game, all on you. Is not a show of using his height correctly?
Yeah, Kushal. It's good. I don't need to use my height to block him. That's how short he is.
Okay. So what do you think, Ashwin, your opponent's strengths and weaknesses are?
Vivek's strengths. Oh man, I gotta think about this. His strength is that he can occasionally hit a 3-pointer. Yeah, he shoots like maybe 10 to 20% from the field. I don't know. He has a very mid game.
No
very
worries.
average all around.
Okay. I mean, that's
weaknesses
no
though.
thing, you know?
I can talk about weaknesses.
go
Weaknesses.
ahead.
He literally can't. He can't push it. He can't go to his left side at all. He can't take lefty layups. He can't. Literally, he can do nothing with his left hand. So all I do is just focus on his right hand, and I pretty much shut his game down.
That's a pretty direct claim to make. Vivek, do you agree with this?
That's not unreasonable for him to call out. You know, I work on my game. That's something that I'd want to focus on. But you know, I have enough strengths to overpower any weakness that I put on the court.
Fair.
I'm not worried about that.
Captain Tony Anthony has a question for you both. If it is game point, what is your go-to move gonna be? Assuming that either of you want to divulge that information.
It would just be take a shot, you know, take a mid-range shot wherever I feel comfortable.
Okay, Vivek, how about you?
I was gonna say the same thing, but I'd probably looking at what drives I can do and get a layup on him.
If the game was ever in the situation where Vivek had to make a game-winning shot, it would be blocked. Just putting that out there.
Right. Okay.
That's a bold claim. Let's be honest. Height is one thing you will have to tackle, correct? Is it true?
Oh yeah.
We know that. So how do you plan to tackle?
Speed. I have speed that he doesn't have.
Speed, okay. That is true, Ashwin. He is a former runner.
That don't mean shit in a half court.
You think you have sufficient speed to tackle the speed that he brings?
Yeah, I mean, who needs speed in half court, bro? Like that's why Russell Westbrook sucks shit. He's like
right, because breaking the triple-double record is nothing.
Yeah.
Not like you would be able to break the triple-double record. So Nish has asked, what is your training regimen leading up to the day?
Go for a run every day. Just do some basic cardio. I literally haven't shot around since my last matchup with Vivek 1-on-1, and I don't plan on doing so. My game will just come to me in that moment.
So I want you guys to talk to each other in this moment. If you have a message to your opponent.
Vivek, you can go first because I'll have the last word anyway.
Why will you have the last word anyways?
You know what?
I'll have the last word on the court.
Listen. Let's not argue like a married couple here. Vivek, you can go first as the prior winner wants to go.
I'm not worried about the game that I'm gonna put forward. I am looking to just have fun. It's a friendly battle. It's also, you know, who's the better player core. But you know, it's a friendly battle. Just want to say that, like, you know, whatever you've seen before, it doesn't matter to me. For me, what I'm trying to strive for is my expectations, not yours.
Ashwin, your
We'll let the game do the talking.
Okay, he's gonna let the game do the talking.
I don't really have any other words except, I mean, I told you I'd be Vivek, just a friendly game. Obviously, we've got some sinister forces on the court line. Kushal trying to make this a petty battle. But at the end of the day, we're good friends, and we'll just continue duking it out on the court. I'll just keep dominating you over and over. There'll be an audience to watch it.
Let me correct something. So you think I initiating the pettiness, but you continue to mention how you want to continuously dominate him on and off the court, particularly off the court. Question to both of you, actually. There's going to be quite an audience for this game. Like last game, there were 5 viewers. This time, we're expecting to see at least 20 people at the game. Do you think that puts any additional pressure on you to perform?
No.
No.
I feel like the only pressure would be if like you guys are all like, if I'm up and you guys are all like cheering me up, I don't want to get distracted by that. So I want to be able to hold on to the lead. So.
Okay, so that's a mental challenge there by too much support. How about you, Vivek? You did fail to perform with 5 people watching. Now there will be 20 people watching. Do you think that changes anything?
I think that will motivate me more, just because I don't want 20 people to have to go through the shitty. You just gotta. I gotta give it to my fans.
I do want to ask. 9 points was the point total we came to conclusion last time. I believe someone here wants to change that total, and I think the fans themselves want to see a longer game, especially because last game actually didn't go too long. And people are calling for a halftime as well.
If there's a halftime, I'm down to extend the game.
Okay. Is this okay with you?
Yeah.
V-Zoom. Is there a point total either if you had a point? How about both of you just put out a number?
13.
21.
I feel like, dude, okay, Nish, definitely not 51.
I have to go home at the end of the day. I ain't going home at 51.
But
Maya just said 15 points and halftime at 8.
I like that.
Is this
Yeah, I think that's fine.
8 and 15? Is this agreed upon? You right here?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Now, audience members, I do need halftime cheerleaders, so I'm gonna pick 3 at random: Swapnil, Anthony, and Amaya. Oh, Nish has volunteered as well.
Hey, I want to see that.
Interesting. Okay, can you elaborate on that, Vizu? I think Nish has filed a Riz training order. He has taken it back. Do you think this has brought any ill intentions between your romance?
First of all, there was no romance. It was a bromance.
Okay, so
second
there
of
is
all,
a form of romance. Okay.
Yeah, who doesn't have a bromance?
So Vivek, how about you? Has this brought some form of ill intentions or animosity between your love?
What the? No animosity apart from just proving who's the better basketball player.
Perfect. So you don't deny that there's love. Perfect. Okay, let's move on.
I never said that.
Okay, so Swapnil has made a point. Varun just put $10 on Vivek.
Are you serious right now, Varun? After me beating him 9-1, you seriously just wasted $10, dude.
So 9 plus 1 is equal to 10.
And there.
So why do you think Varun is so confident in putting $10 on you? Comeback season, he says. Can I bet on air balls? Sorry, the bets don't go that high. Any last questions for either of these fine gentlemen who have come here bearing their pride and dignity across their chest, exposing themselves to stray bullets? Thank you.
Hey, I do want to say, whatever happens here stays here, bro. Stays between the boys. This shit is not
Correct.
going out.
This
okay?
is why I have streamed it live on Twitch. Yes.
Publicly available options.
Don't worry, nothing leaves the Twitch.
Nah, but for real though, shout out to Kushal for taking a
Of
long
course.
time to kind of.
This is it. Make your claim. What is your one claim that you can guarantee on that February 1st weekend night that you will make happen no matter what?
Vivek won't
Vivek
score from
won't
his left
score
hand.
on his left hand. Funny thing is, he never scores on his left hand, so I don't know if that makes a huge difference. But okay.
You said that you were gonna shoot better this time, and that last time you barely shot. Not even gonna surpass last time's. So, I'm just telling you that right now.
Do you think he's not going to surpass the shooting in basically the point total that he had last time?
Oh yeah.
Is that the claim? Okay.
Yeah.
That's a pretty bold claim. You did claim something similarly bold the first time, but there's always second chances, and this is it. This is where legacies are made, and 2 men here have come together to dictate that their legacy will not be dictated by one 1-9 game. It will be dictated by multiple 1-9 games. Possible. We don't know yet. But it can be a possibility. We will be selling free tickets to the game. If you buy a ticket, it's free, and you can show up and support. So please do attend. We will be doing activities after the game for everyone who's there. It's gonna be historic. This is gonna be a historic event. And I will say, Ashwin, we haven't discussed this actually. Just one last point I want to say. You do have the option to claim a rematch clause if you lose, being the winner of the first game. Are you looking? I know you don't want to think about losing this next game. I know that's not like a possibility that you want to think about. But if it does so happen, will you be initiating the rematch clause?
Yeah.
Yeah. Vivek, for you, if you lose this game, there is no rematch clause. Can you handle that impact, the second loss? Can you shoulder the burden of that pain?
I don't know what that's gonna be like because that's not gonna happen.
Full claim.
I pray for you that it doesn't happen. Because you might have to be sitting on the bench just like LeBron the next 3 years of your life in basketball.
Yo, don't do LeBron like that.
You already did LeBron like that on November 27th. I don't know how to do it. So I just want to say thank you to the audience. Thank you for everyone who showed up. I'm very excited. This game will break records for the what was the airball? Never mind. This will break records for attendance. Our previous record was 5, and it was basically the 5 people filming and playing the game. But hopefully this time around we got a lot more fans in the audience. Come get autographs. First ones who come to the game will get autographs from both Ashwin and Vivek on a ball that I will provide. Alright, both players will sign it. You can sell it. Thank you to both our competitors. I'm very excited for this game. I hope everybody shows up. Thank you to both our participants, Vivek and Ashwin. We wish you the best. There's only 2 weeks left, so training should be going harder. And I pray for a good result for both of you, though only one result will be good for one of you. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a great
100%.
Is this Thursday?
Great job, Kushal. Great
Alright,
job
see
on
y'all.
this.
Take care. Peace out. I'm looking forward to this event. I hope you guys show up in person. But yeah, take care. I'll see you guys later. Peace.